Okie dokie. So now we're coming back from Michigan. And I'm not following him. Yeah, no, I'm driving the car. I'm passing people. I'm watching people come the other way that I passed 20 minutes ago. And he's like, you gotta break up here. You gotta break up here. And I'm like, okay. And when you're going kind of fast, I'm not mentioning numbers. I ain't that stupid. Let's say we were booking it, okay? As the guy said in Florida, Top Fuel does some bad getting. I was doing some bad getting. So there's a car coming up, and you have to put on your brakes. And at that speed, it takes a little while to stop. And then there's that speed, you're like, because I was just going a little bit faster before, and a little bit, yeah, just a little bit faster. And so he's like, I gotta take it to the dealer to get checked out. So I said, oh, we get out of the car. I forgot to say, we got Dave White. I get out. You could smell his brakes. No shit. I'm like, it smells like brake calipers. Jerry goes, you think? So the guy's like, how do you like the car? You know, it's brand new. It's a newer model and everything else. They're kissing his ass. And I'm like, what about at... The windows go... He's like, did you do that? And I'm like, oh, no. We would never do that. We would never do that. Never. But it was like... That was way back in the day, you know. The latest Corvette came out, and I think the exhaust was too much. And they blew the back window out, which I think would be fucking cool. You got that kind of money, screw it. Here's. Anyhow, so he takes it to the dealer, brings it back, and I bring back the Craptera. It's got like 5 or 6 lights on it. I don't know what the fuck. Here's. It's a piece of shit. And I literally just, I try to follow Jerry into the corners and out of the corners and the chicanes and a couple other country roads up there. And I go, Greg, he goes, you've been gone for like 3 hours. And I'm like, yep. And he's like, where'd you go? I go, I drove the fucking brand new Corvette. That's what I did. That's what I did. And I'll never regret it. He's like, whoa. He's like, what did he think about the Catera? Piece of crap. It's an Opal. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot one thing. I asked Jerry if I could go home and show this to my mom. No shit, right? So I live in Sylvania. I go down. It's like 10 minutes away, 8 minutes away, 5 minutes away. Let's get right. So I go. I pull in. I'm like, Mom. First, I wanted to make sure she was home, and she was home. So I called her, and then I'm like, Mom, this is Jerry Liss. You let me drive this Corvette. This is Jerry Liss. Let me drive this Corvette. And my mom's like, yes, nice to meet you. And Jerry's like, nice to meet you. You know, Mrs. Berg. And she's like, call me Roz. Just call me Roz. Everybody calls me Roz. And he lets me take it around the fucking block with my mom in it. With my mom, I take the Corvette around the block. I shit you not, swear to God. He waits there and 36.50 for what? I'm like, with my mom. So then we come back, and Jerry's like, did you like the ride? She's like, oh, that's a very nice car. That's a very, very nice car. And she's like, how much did that car cost? And he's like, I don't know, 53, 52,000, 49,000, whatever. I'm like, Mom. She's like, you live at home. Here. You're there to make money and pay me rent. So your sisters don't hate you for living rent free. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, long-standing grudge there. So, just kidding. Just kidding. Not really. But anyhow, so then I come back and we're done with that. We're done with that that day, and that's when I told Greg that I took my mom around the car. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" No, he said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You're just wasting time." I'm like, "Come on, Greg. I'm 22 and a half years old. I just got diagnosed with clinical depression. I'm taking Paxil. My gut is like that, right? I have good days and bad days. And when I say good days and bad days, we had a really nice bathroom. But okay, I'll just stop there. It was urinal bowel basically with a humongous blower on it. And, I was borderline, I know it's clinical depression. So, and then I started working at Cadillac. I started feeling better about myself and, and worked up myself and rebuilt myself. I got a whole other story about when I had to drive home from Florida. It's not really that great though, so I don't know. I mean, like, how many more times can I cry on here? I guess probably damn lot. Okay, so anyhow, I go, Greg, 22 years old. 22 years old. He let me drive his car. I wanted to show my mom. So we went around the block. And so he's like, I don't get you, man. I don't get you. That's not how you sell a car. I'm like, Greg, I got to tell you, I wasn't trying to sell a car. I was trying to get to drive that Corvette. And I got to drive that Corvette. And it was life-changing at the time. It really was. It was very empowering. The guy respected me. He listened to me. We talked about racing. He took me seriously as not only a person, just like he just gave me the respect that I really needed while I was going through such a hard time to try to get my mental capacity back up there. After having and getting diagnosed with clinical depression, and with trying to take Paxil and with starting counseling, and with also living at home after graduating from college, which was very, very hard for me to accept. And I understand a lot of people do that, and I did it, and I stayed there like 3 or 4 years. But so it was like, it wasn't just the drive. That drive was the pinnacle of me coming back to who I could be and who you see actually before you right now. As all struggles, strains, obstacles, depression, all these things that we have to go through create a different person, a different feeling, a different sense, a different spiritual awakening, you want to call it. And that's what I had. And that drive was like the crown of that. Also, just real quick, I did sell 8 cars or 9 cars in the worst month there over everybody else, and they're 20-some years older than me. And I had the same kind of run in Mercedes like 20-some years later. And then next month I'd buy. Okay, anyhow. All right, so that's the Corvette story.